Welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing the general reading on the channel that we do daily, which is, does this resonate with you? I'm going to be taking a look at you and your person, okay? So if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you are someone who is a returning subscriber, welcome back. In this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at you and your person. Now, keep in mind this reading is general. It may resonate with you, it may not. I'm going to first be looking at you. Your energy is going to be on this side, and then I'm going to be looking at your person, and we're going to see what comes out on this side for your person. Now, this reading is meant to help you gain clarity on your relationships, okay? This is the Love Messages, so we do talk about love. And the whole entire point of me even doing these readings is for you to be consciously aware of your actions and your person's actions and how to simply just improve your relationship in general. Now, not all relationships are perfect. Every relationship has things to work on, and it's better to be consciously aware of what's going on rather than not be aware of it. There will be an extended. In the extended, I'm going to be taking a look deeper into what's going on energetically between you and your person. I will reveal what you both want to say in the extended. I will also talk about your love lesson in terms of the connection, and I'm going to look at the outcome in the extended where I'm going to clarify, okay? Now, if this reading doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. But make sure when you're watching this reading, you're open-minded, okay? Not in this energy of not being open to the messages, because the messages are there to give you some sort of clarity, okay? All right. So let's get started and let's see energetically what's going on between you and your person. I'm going to start off with you, collective, and I'm not going to be clarifying this reading because it's going to be a quick one. Then I'm going to be pulling your person's energy, okay? So let's see what's going on in the collective right now. What is the current energy for the collective at this time? Okay, so two cards came out. I'm not going to use them, but I'm just going to show you what they are. A lot of you are rushing towards something, but you really don't know what you're rushing towards. I do feel like there's tons of opportunities that are coming in for you, but I think collective, you're not seeing these opportunities, especially because recently we just had some sort of major change, major shift that's taking place. So there's something here about rushing or doing something quickly without thinking, okay? Tell me about the collective. Give me one card for the collective. Stop right there. You have the Strength. Okay. Nice card. So the current energy for today is the Strength card, and this has a lot to do with taming something, taming some sort of energy within you, taming the beast within you, taming your desires, your the things that you want and you need at this time. Now, some of you watching this, you're a Leo. Okay, your energy is coming up. You're either a sun, moon, or rising Leo. You could be simply dealing with a Leo, or some of you could have a stellium. Okay, when I say a stellium in Leo, you have like the sun, Mercury, Venus. You have a bunch of planets possibly in Leo. Okay, so you're in the Strength energy. You can be in this energy of gaining or regaining your strength back at this time. Tell me about the collective's person. What's going on with the collective's person at this time? What energy are they currently in? Ooh, the Death. Okay. I'm not surprised. Some of you are dealing with a Scorpio, a sun, moon, or rising Scorpio. You could also be dealing with a person who has a stellium in Scorpio, or they simply come across as a Scorpio energy, okay? Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. So I feel, you know, between you and this person, either the relationship has come to an end between you and this person, either the relationship is transforming or changing. I do feel like there was some sort of ending. I do feel like new love is coming in. Okay, so I'm going to pull this Ace of Cups energy. I'm going to put it between you and your person. And if the reading moves towards new love, I am going to be talking more about the type of people that you may be attracting. Now, again, the reading can go either way because this is whatever comes out kind of reading, right? Like, does this resonate with you? Does it not? And again, if it comes out where, you know, there is an energy of new love, an energy of a new beginning, I'm definitely going to talk more about that in the extended. But that's what it's looking like so far, okay? So let's pull the energies in terms of how you both are energetically dealing with one another. I just saw this card, the Page of Wands. I'm not surprised. So there's definitely something here about moving into a new direction. Okay, so how are you both viewing one another? How are you collective currently looking at... I'm going to shuffle the cards once and then I'm just going to pull cards. So how are you both viewing one another? How are you both feeling about one another? And how are you both planning on coming towards one another? What is the outcome? What do you both want to say to one another? And most importantly, what is your important love lesson towards one another? And I'm just going to say this to you, you know, let's say you're watching this and it resonates already and you're saying to yourself, yeah, I did, you know, end a relationship with this person. It doesn't matter. Even if you ended a relationship with this person, there's still something to learn here, okay? So, you know, just don't watch and say, oh, well, it's done. I don't need to know about this. Well, yeah, there's something that you do need to know energetically so that you can correctly move forward if that's what you're looking to do. Because a lot of you are watching and saying, well, it's done. I don't need to know about it. And that's fine. But you also want to prepare for what's coming. So let's pull some cards. How are you viewing this person at this time? How does this person view you? How do you feel about this person? How do they feel about you? The actions you're likely to take towards them, the actions they're likely to take towards you. If you had something important to say to this person, what would you say? If they had something important to say to you, what would they say? What is your love lesson in this situation? What's their love lesson? And what's the outcome, okay? And the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. So I think right now for you and this person, there's been boundaries set, okay? There's been, it's like, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I am, you know, setting boundaries. I'm protecting my energy. I do feel like one of you or both of you, there's an energy here of needing to keep up with something, okay? And, you know, keeping up with this situation has been very draining, and that's why some sort of boundaries have been set. Now, let's talk about you. You right now are coming across energetically as regaining your strength back, regaining your energy back, getting into this place of taming some sort of inner beast within you. If you are somebody who's been trying to keep up with a situation, no matter how much you try to keep up with the situation, it just doesn't seem to be working out. Now, some of you currently, you feel like something here just doesn't come to an end. And that's why there's a feeling, especially when it comes to your person energetically, that you're done with them or they're done with you. But it looks like you're done with them, or this person may have said, you know, I'm done. And it took a while for some of you to say, you know, I'm done. Because there was a cycle here. I'm getting that, right, from you. I'm getting this, you know, things never really changed. It kept just kind of repeating. And this is why this reading is really important for many of you, because if you're watching this and in your life, there's been the same, you keep meeting people and it's the same thing over and over and over again. And you keep saying like, I don't know why I keep meeting these people. Every time I meet them, you know, this happens and it's a pattern. Well, if that's the case, there's something that you need to change within yourself. Okay, good or bad. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It's about you identifying it. And I think what is really beautiful for many of you that watch the channel is a lot of you have been commenting and saying, you know what, Monica, you're right. There is something I need to change within myself. And you want to know something? That takes a lot. Okay? That takes a lot for you to say, yeah, I do have something I need to change in myself, because you know what that shows the universe? That you actually have come to this point of maturity. You've come to this point of recognizing and realizing that it's not always the other person's fault, you know? And when we get to that level, that's when the inner strength within you starts to blossom. And I think that's where you're at right now. You're at this point where you're saying to yourself, okay, I'm not perfect. I mean, I've made mistakes before. I'm human. It's normal for me to make mistakes, but it's not normal for me not to learn from them. And I think you're at this point where you're like, okay, let me identify what I've done wrong and what I need to do to change. And if you haven't done that, that's what's stopping you from actually getting out of these cycles, because a lot of you are in these cycles and you keep, you know, I don't expect you to keep coming back to the channel forever. I expect you to learn, grow, and move on. and find your person and be in a happy connection. That's my goal for you. Okay, so strength card here, you're overcoming something, you're taming the beast within, you're recognizing that, you know, you need to structure yourself more, you need to get out of these patterns, these cycles that you've been going through. Now your person, it's quite interesting because you're dealing with someone who's a Scorpio. You could also be dealing with someone who's an Aquarius. I'm also getting maybe a Taurus. I'm also getting possibly a Leo, okay? So it could be a Leo as well too. And why do I say that? Because Pluto just moved into Aquarius, and I'm gonna actually talk about this at some point, but it's been affecting a lot of the fixed signs, okay? So that's why I'm saying that, even though this is a Scorpio card, Scorpio energy. So there's a very strong sensation from your person that something here is done or it's over. There's a transformation or change that's coming. And everything's kind of changing around this person right now, okay? Your person, everything is like crumbling. And this person's like, why is this happening to me? Like everything is falling apart, everything's crumbling. I don't know why this is happening. And you know why that happens to people? It's because people don't want to see what is required of them, what is needed to change, okay? So right now your person's in a place of needing to recognize what they also need to change within themselves, because your person is not perfect. I'm not going to sit up here and say you're better than your person or your person's better than you. The reality is that we all need to recognize how we need to shift in reality. And that's why astrology is great, because you can look at astrology and say, oh, that's coming. You know, that's what I need to do to prepare for the changes. Okay. And this is why I'm doing these readings. So let's get into the reading. I'm going to tell you what energies I see. Before I do that, the general energy between you and this person at this time is the Ace of Cups. There's a feeling or a desire in the present moment by both of you of wanting to have a new beginning, okay? So, you know, a new beginning that is emotionally fulfilling for both of you. You know, you may be saying to yourself, it's time for me to find new love. It's time for me to move into a new direction. And your person's also saying that. They're saying, you know, it's time for me to let go of this and to move towards something new. But, and I'm going to talk more about this in the extended, but I'm going to briefly just mention to you that it's okay to want to have a new beginning, but you also have to recognize what your role is to have this new beginning. Because even though you want this, if you don't break the cycles of what you were doing in the past, and the cycle keeps continuing, it doesn't matter how much new love comes into your life. You need to be energetically prepared for that, okay? And this is something that I think not only you need to know, but your person also needs to know and be aware of, okay? So let's talk about your energy, how you're viewing this person. You have the Seven of Swords. You don't trust this person. You don't trust them. You're simply just in it to get what you want from me. And when you get what you want from me, you're out. This is a very strong deceptive energy. It's someone here who simply doesn't care about you. You feel like they don't care about you. You feel like they just come in, take what they need, and they're out. And that's how you're simply viewing this person at this time. You also have the Eight of Swords. You feel alone, okay? You feel like no matter how much you do for this person, or no matter how much you try to make an effort towards this person, there's a feeling of, well, I feel alone anyways. I'm doing everything by myself anyways. And the more you engage with this person, the more you view them as someone who just sucks from you, sucks your energy, sucks your life force. And why do I say that? Because with the Eight of Swords, take a look at the Eight of Swords. You see all this water? It's drying up. And this person, which is you see the castle here in the back? Somebody here is really abundant. You view this person as someone who has the potential to be abundant, but the problem is they suck from you. They literally suck you dry of your energy, and you end up feeling alone and stuck. And that's why a lot of you said, I need to find the inner strength to disconnect from this person. You also have the Judgment. So you're viewing this person as someone that needs to come to a realization of their behavior, how they're acting towards you, and how they conduct themselves, because they've been conducting themselves in a very deceptive way. Not only have they physically been taking from you and leaving you with nothing, and that's energetically, but they've also been making you feel like you're alone. There's an energy of, you make me feel alone. Like, this is a partnership. We're supposed to be, working together. And that means dropping the ego. I'm really strongly getting here that you both clashed. There was a very strong energy here of clashing. Somebody here has a very big ego, whether that's you and your person. And, it's like, you need to come to a realization. This is how you're viewing this person. You need to come to a realization of your behavior. You need to become conscious of it. And that's how you're viewing this person. Now, how does this person view you? You have the Queen of Cups. This person views you as someone who is very emotional, okay? You're very, very emotional. You're constantly looking at your emotions. You're constantly looking at how you feel. It's almost like you wear your heart on your sleeve, but I think this person also views you as someone that they really love. Even though this person may have not told you this, they admire you. There's a very strong energy here of, I admire the collective. I admire, their ability to love and give love and be supportive, because I think you were very supportive towards this person. Otherwise, they wouldn't be viewing you as the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is the emotional mother. She is the one who gives emotion. She gives care even when she doesn't need to, right? So you cared about this person even though you didn't need to. And they know that, okay? They may not tell you that, but they're saying, collective was, aware of my emotions, or they were aware of their emotions. And it's very obvious that there was some form of love here, and that there's still some form of love and admiration in terms of how this person's viewing you. You have the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel with the Ten of Pentacles, this person views you as someone who's super abundant. Okay, you're somebody who has money. You're somebody, even if you're not somebody who has physical money, some of you have physical money, physical wealth. Others of you have this natural abundant energy that's just flowing through you. And this person is seeing you as someone who can fill their cup. And this is why you viewed them as the Seven of Swords, because this person was just coming to maybe take your money or take your energy. So that's how this person views you, as someone who is naturally abundant with the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. And you have the Nine of Swords. This person's very, very worried. They view you as someone who should be worried about losing them. Okay. They view you as someone who can't sleep at night, or you have problems sleeping at night. They are worried over this relationship. That's one of the reasons why they accepted an ending, because it caused too much worry or stress maybe for you. And this person's seen that within you, that you started to come to this energy of feeling, overwhelmed by this situation. And for many of you, this person, they see your abundance. And you may have gotten to this point where you said, I can't keep doing this because it's draining my energy. I'm getting a strong energy here of, I feel drained. This person doesn't get me. I do see like this person was really focused on your finance, your money, your abundance, and you started to realize that. Okay. How do you feel about this person? You have the Queen of Wands. You have the Three of Pentacles. And you have the World. Oop. So these energies are very strong and indicative of a partnership, relationship, work relationship coming to an end. Some of you were working with this person and you ended things with them. You said, look, the cycle is done. For many of you, this person could be a Leo, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or they could have a strong energy in those factors, in those signs. You're simply done. You're simply done in a work partnership or collaboration with this person. How does this person feel about you? You have the Nine of Wands. You have the Five of Cups. And you have the Hangman. This person's waiting around for you, okay? They're waiting around for you. They're waiting for you to change your mind. They do want a second chance from you, Nine of Wands. I don't think that this person, even though this person says, bye, leave me alone, I don't want to deal with you, or it's over, they still secretly want you to come back, and they're waiting. And by the way, I'm just going to let you know, whoever this person is, they're devastated that you basically ended things with them. They're basically devastated, that there's no action being taken. They want a second chance from you, but I think you're done and they know it's done. They know it's done, okay? Actions you're likely to take towards this person. I think many of you are slowly, eventually going to move towards this person to set things right, but I also believe that for many of you, you're done. I think that you've already tried to set things right with this person, and there's either been a lack of action on their end, or there's been simply a lack of action on your end, but something here is definitely done. I think a lot of you want something to be back. You want to work things out with this person. You want this situation to be brought back into balance, but this person takes way too long to acknowledge that, okay? Or you just simply don't have the time to move towards this person. The way they're coming towards you, I do strongly feel they will try to reach out to you, at least through text or through some sort of means of communication with the King of Swords here. I do feel like a decision has to still be made, or this person's juggling, a decision when it comes to you, because even though things are slowly breaking down between you and this person, there's still a glimmer of hope on their end that things can possibly get better, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you and your person. I'm going to be moving it over to the extended because I don't want to take too long here. I've already been on for 20 minutes. So I'm just going to give you an overview of what I'm going to be looking at in the extended. And then I'm going to also just give you an important message at the end. So make sure you watch this reading until the end so that you get a full scope of what's coming. So in the extended, I'm going to take a look at the Ace of Cups. I think you're moving towards new love. I think the common energy for you is new love right now, new direction. So I am going to be clarifying this and seeing, what new direction you're moving into. What are the important messages you need to know? I'm going to be looking at the lessons that you and this person need to learn, because part of you moving into a new direction to meet somebody is going to require you to really recognize what you learned from this connection. Because here's the thing. You go through many connections in your life, whether they're platonic, family, business, love, doesn't matter. There's always something to learn in each relationship. I do feel like this one ended very badly for many of you, but that's the general energy in the collective now. So I will be talking about that. I will look at the outcome, which is here, to see, what is the outcome between you and this person, because there may be a reconciliation, there may not be. We're going to see what comes out. I'm going to also be looking at what you both want to say to one another if you had a chance. And then I'm going to also be looking at a couple of oracle cards depending on what I feel you need to know in the extended. Okay, so that's the daily reading for today. I would like, if you're still watching this, I would like you to comment below and let me know what you want to see on the channel. Okay, I am going to do each individual sign. I did put a voting in the community and I asked, do you want to see all signs? Or do you want to see individual readings? I think majority of you said individual readings, which I'm fine doing. I did have somebody comment and say that they're interested in predictions for 2024. Now, I did do predictions already on the channel, but I'm planning to maybe do that again and to add an extended for that, because I do really know and recognize that you want to know what's coming. And I'm really good at predicting. That's like the main thing I do. I know what's coming 20 steps before anybody else. It's a gift that I have, and I'm willing to share that with you, but I want you to comment more. I want you to be more engaged in the channel, because I cannot read your mind. I can read the future, but I cannot read your mind. Your mind is changing every day, like mine's changing every day. So if you have a request and you want something, I want you to know this. And you all know I'm a straight shooter. I'm not here to lie and, beat around the bush. I don't do that. I tell you straight up what it is. Okay. So if you're somebody who wants something on the channel, you need to comment it. You need to comment it and say, this is what I want from you, Monica. And I'm going to say, okay, it's going to be done. You need to let me know. Okay. Number one. Number two, you need to engage in the channel. You need to share this content. You need to like and you need to subscribe. That's what I'm asking from you. It's not a lot. It's free. If you don't have money to pay for the extendeds and support the channel or donate, that's fine. I still love you, but you need to engage. I need that from you. I need your engagement. I need it. Okay. The next thing I need from you is I need you to comment. Let me know what's going on. When I was doing shorts on the channel, which I've stopped doing shorts, but I will continue to do them in other ways. A lot of you commented and said you didn't like the shorts. I listened to that. Okay. So I don't want you to think that I'm just pushing content out and just doing whatever I like. No, I'm here to support you. It's not about what I want. It's about what you need and what you want on the channel. So the more all of you comment what you want, and I hear the same message over again from all of you, then I listen. But if it's just one comment from one person, I can't cater to one person when there's over 500,000 people subscribed to the channel. I need you all to comment what you want. The more you comment what you want, like let's say you say, I want to see more Pisces readings, or I want to see more Scorpio readings, or whatever sign, the more people comment that, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do more Scorpio, or I'm going to do more Pisces, or I'm going to do whatever sign is commented. So please engage. Please comment, please like, please subscribe, and I will see you all in the extended. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.